My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
All right, today is August 8th, 2026. It is 6:26 a.m. I'm still editing, I think yesterday's recording. So there's some new things popping up on my timeline. So I'm gonna record them. I don't know when I'm gonna edit them. So let's go on X. I might have two videos, one on this channel and one on APTS Sussex. The one that I'm gonna record first will be over here. So bear with me because I want to get rid of the negative comments. This I didn't even bother put it on the list. I want to focus on the other things. Okay, so there's this here. Let's pause that GIF. And please share the videos because YouTube is suppressing my channel a lot lately. A lot. So I think there's some stuff that I'm saying that probably, those humble opinions that I tend to put, probably hitting the target. I posted something on my community board yesterday. I need to review it again because I was on my phone. I was just typing away on my phone. So there probably gonna be some misspelling there. What was I gonna say? Someone responded to that and said why I post this negative comment. It had to do with Martha Stewart, and in it I talk about the prayers, Haiti, voodoo, and things like that. It depends on how you see voodoo, but I think it's European who turned voodoo into a negative because of Haiti's history, and they spread their propaganda to detach Haitian with their, history, their values, whatever they brought from Africa to Haiti. So those type of prayers. But anyway, let's not focus on that. Go on my community board and read it. I have not edited yet to fix correction and spelling. So this is the first tweet. There is no such title as Princess Kate or Princess Catherine, and trying to compete with her dead mother-in-law, Kate, and the tabloid are working hard to invent a title that doesn't exist. What are they saying? Alright, should we be calling her Princess William? LOL, thank you. What else has she got? Nothing. Kate is a not nutshell. You could pause and okay, it's pretty reasonable, legible. You could read these. I'm not gonna go through all of that. 100 of them. Okay, the Sussex squad has few titles for her. If she fancies some assistance, Kate should hire Rebecca English as something because she has been working hard for them. There's a laugh here, and that's a ad. Let's move on. The Daily Fail. Okay. Desperate times, Meghan is single-handedly keeping that rag in business. They should pay her royalties. So she retweeted that. I'm gonna go over that, but let's read some of the comments here. Alright, there's that, yes, but they are not going to talk about Prince Andrew signet ring showing while holding the baby. So we know Andrew and Sarah was at the birth. I should grandparents should. Not really, maybe after to visit. Should the grandparents there? Well, if she does it naturally for them to see, this is something between the husband and wife. And knowing Andrew's, behavior, I don't think he should be there, especially if it's being done naturally. Oh my God, they're obsessed. That's an ad. Okay, this is beyond crazy. What? I know, right? Alright, this I'm gonna cover it on PYTE. Okay, I'll have these on PYTE. I sort of talk about this. let me move on because I'll start going on my rant with that nonsense. I think she's just a foot soldier. Lately, I've been thinking, what have many well celebrities, well-known celebrities, what did they do? Many of them do have the skills. Okay, many professionals, let's say music industry, the actress, musicians and whatnot, they many of them do have the skills. My question is, lately I've been questioning myself, what have they done to get the, what did they have to do to get the role, the part, or even get their feet at the door for audition and whatnot? Did they have to do something to get that? Because lately I've been questioning it. Because people I wouldn't think would be so petty, all of a sudden talking childish similar to the UK, it makes me wonder. Okay, so I will not be surprised anymore. This is why I didn't want to talk about the Meghan and Martha Stewart thing. I will not be surprised if, let's say, somewhere in Europe, let's say France, okay, I will not be surprised if I don't even know, well-known actress, French actress, with the exception of Johnny Depp, ex-girlfriend. I don't know if he ever married baby mama, but I think she's an actress in France. That's the only one I'm aware of. Maybe there are others. Oh, Molly Ringwald. And by the way, Molly Ringwald is American, but she moved from the US to France. All right. So I'm just on top of my head. I was trying to find a name of actress overseas who probably is somewhere in France. I don't think she will fall under that, but I will not be surprised. I'm sorry I bring her name here. I'm trying to see if I know any French actresses or actors that I'm just trying to figure out if I'm aware of any French actress. Okay, but I don't think Mary Ringwald, I just said her name now, I can't even pronounce her name, will be in that category of giving up her, you know, like tick for tat for something like that. But in the 80s, again, I'm thinking out loud. I don't want to put her into this mess because there's a lot of things she gave up to and then just moved to France or something. Okay, so I was sort of right. I went and searched. Usually when I bring these things up on top of my head, I had to take a look. And I asked, did Molly Ringwald move to France? It says, yes, Molly Ringwald moved to Paris, France in early 1990s to escape Hollywood, typecasting, and pursue European cinema. Okay, so that's one of them. Because I used to watch the Breakfast Club, you know, some of those 80s movies. So she moved to France to, you know, pursue different things. So I don't know if she will have done certain... I hate to put her in that freaking crazy thinking of mine. But the key thing here is, because I have so much respect for her, the thing is that in the US, there have been so many people I would not think would be so petty, acting like the way the royal and the UK are acting like freaking babies out of nowhere. They jump on the bandwagon of talking about Meghan. So which tells me there are some, I'm putting one and one together. My crazy thinking, I don't have any proof, is allegedly, it's my opinion. They must have done something. And now, because the chain, the connection of these people, they're trying to, like, in control of everything. Cinema, music, industry. One of the videos I did yesterday, I was looking into Oprah. She started her own network. When you look into it, she doesn't even own a majority of it, 95% of it is going to, what is it, is it Wonder Brothers or something like that? Just look on the screen. I still have the screenshot somewhere. Okay, she only owned 5% of it. So why? I don't know. So those foot soldiers are out there. Whenever they need them, they're gonna pop out and start talking. So one of the things I said is that Meghan and Harry, the bubbles that they create for themselves, keep it there, and keep an eye on those Hollywood people. And Meghan, I'm sure she knows very well of them. But before she had made it big, okay, before they were aware she's marrying Harry, the people she had before Harry, keep them close, I don't know. Foot soldiers are everywhere to bash on them whenever they need them. I just want protection, and may God continue to protect them and guide them to make proper decisions. When those foot soldiers are popping up, coming close to her, make something happen for them to move away. I'm not saying in a negative way. It could be something to deter them. That's all. Away from them. All right, this is the next tweet. Vogue Williams, who flagged washing tablet in UK, adverts, and the sister-in-law of People Matter 10 has spent time attacking as ever in Duchess of Sussex Instagram post. Has knocked on her door as it is reported that she is having marital problems. Girl, you carry on doing your thing and deal with all the haters. Okay, these are people I don't follow. Okay, who the hell is she? Okay, so this is her. That other picture was so blurry. Vogue Williams is an Irish media personality, presenter, and model. After appearing on the reality series Fade Street, she went on to participate in the Australian version of Dancing with the Stars. Okay, so this is her. This is a better picture of her. Okay, spouse Spencer Matthews, 2018. Oh, damn, she was married a couple times already. Sibling, parents, okay, she doesn't have any kids. Okay, she's 40. He was born in 1985. So this picture is so up close. Okay, so Kama went and knocked on her door. She kept her eyes on Meghan instead of on her marriage. Exactly, idiot. Thank you, Kama. Huge thanks. These people carry the bad energy all around them. I heard ladies see dogs pass. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm laughing about this. It's the kind of messages that sometimes come up. So, lady sees dog pass. Her poor dog. No idea who she is, but that voice couldn't sell me anything. LOL, tell me about it. Probably cheap detergent like her anyway. Alright, let me leave that alone. I don't know. Well, I just learned about her. I did the Google thing. So, next tweet. That's why I keep on saying baggage for God. Those prayers when Harry and Meghan goes to Australia, Colombia, Canada, Nigeria. These prayers, this is what protecting them and deter those derangers away from them. All right, next tweet. How can the head of the armed forces be trapped into attending an event for veterans? British tabloids have done immeasurable damage to brand Britain. Well, if you see what's going on in the US, I'm telling you, this is a different kind of warfare that is going on here. Okay? As much as many of you may not know, America, well, yes, the typical war with Iran, it's happening. This is the type of war we tend to know, where they're throwing bombs at each other, whatever. But there's a different kind of war that's going on. That war, it's somewhat invisible, but yet you could sense it. It's happening. Okay? The kind of warfare that is happening to the regular people like me, you, wherever you are, they're using in terms of information, false information for you to react. Right now, what's happening with Spain right now, Spain doesn't want to play that kind of war with these people, okay, especially after the, the FIFA World Cup, all right? I'm pretty sure that probably more things that went behind the scene, and let's not forget, Spain, don't want to put up with nonsense of Trump, because they want to get NATO involved with the illegal war that Trump has started. Okay, it's illegal because he never asked permission in the US to have that war, to bomb another country. We put everybody in the United States in jeopardy, because he represents us, and those people who occupy, who are running the government, don't do anything. Okay, so this is the typical war that we are aware of, the one that Trump illegally started with Iran. But the other one that's happening here, is to media. Okay, social media. They put false information, and people who are not aware of that, the real thing that's happening, they engage in their emotion. Okay, so this is the type of war that Spain is dealing with, like, let's say maybe Morocco or those African countries where those people are going to the border of Spain. They're sending these people over for Spain to deal with them, they're manufacturing a problem for Spain. Okay, so if you go on my long rant that I wrote on my community board, it's almost something like this that's happening. They try to scare tactic on you for you to comply with them, and Spain could hold its own. Like, I'm not complying, I'm not Venezuela. Okay, so now they're using the social media, sending people, okay, young men at the border of Spain for Spain to deal with them. Now, you don't know who these people are. There might be real refugees, but at the same time there might be some bad actors in there to do damages inside Spain, to start something. And this is what Spain is afraid of. This is the new type of war that's happening here, and they have tried it in the US with African Americans. Okay, the moment Trump got in office, start doing things here and there, antagonize African Americans, for African American to go on the street. African American then take the bait. Okay, so now because of that, the refrain African American have done, not going on the street, allowed those people who were in La La Land, never experienced the kind of struggles that African American have been dealing with, where every paycheck they have to make sure they calculate, this goes to that, this goes to pay the bill, this is for food, if we have to skip a meal one day, we take that money. So now these people, those white Americans, are facing it right now, because African American did not take the bait of protesting, go on the street, and then for ICE to come and grab them. Okay, and then that will allow for less qualified American who can vote to be at the voting booth, and there will be less people at the voting booth, which most MAGAs will be voting for Trump. So it's a tactic. This is a different kind of warfare we are dealing with. All right, use social media or some sort of scare tactic to get people on the street, act on your emotion, and then he was just waiting for African American on the street to grab them and incarcerate them until the midterm election. Okay, so the less people at the voting booth, the better for him. The way some of the election primaries are going right now, like in New York with Zoran Mandani, and as recently as this week with Michigan, so people need to open their eyes. The MAGA Republicans are going to change their tactic to pretend they align with the way the wave is flowing. Okay? So we have to be prepared for that, because the kind of thing that they want to do, they still want to destroy. Okay? Destroy. Do not take the bait of their BS. All right, let's focus on that. How can the head of the armed forces be trapped into attending an event for veterans? British tabloids have done immeasurable damage to Britain. Okay, Prince Harry has effectively trapped his father into attending the Invictus Game celebrity. It's not a trap. It's not a trap. If Charles wants to show up, he could show up. How many Invictus Games that he has done, Charles didn't show up, with the exception of the first one. Alright, as the king, he should be keen to support his troop. Harry has no intention of trapping his father. I agree with that. The king will be expected to attend in his own country. Silly me, I thought the head of state and head of armed forces would be honored and proud to meet veterans who literally fought for him. They don't need them anymore because they have a different type of tactic of warfare. Now, do the people want to participate and let them do that kind of maneuver, on social media to affect your emotion? I don't know. It worked in the UK. That I think 2024 riot that happened. I told you guys. For me, the way that I saw it, it was a test before they sent it to the US. But it came to the US. African American then take the bait. They sent it to Africa. African took the bait. Now those African are going at the border of Spain. Okay, he has not trapped his father. The game are being held in the UK. That's it. I agree with this. All right, let's go to this is my last one. Okay, this is JTB. It has nothing to do with anything that I just wrote, but with Harry. Okay, Bad Hombre Magazine posted these pictures of Prince Harry and captioned it, quote, Prince Harry will always be on my mood board. 1 of 2. Where's 2 of 2? Okay, it's 1 of 2. Is that 2 of 2? Let's look at the pictures. This is the thing Harry left behind, with the exception of this at the beach. Him smoking, and I think he stopped smoking. That's a nice picture of him while he was in the army. This guy preferred being in the army and the war zone instead of staying in the palace. Sure, why am I drawn to this the most? Yeah. He gave up smoking. I don't know. Is there a reason you are using 20-year-old photos? I mean, did you read the caption? He said bad hombres. I guess this question, where is it? This question should be for the bad hombres, not JTB. He's just posting it. But anyway, that's it. Please let me pause for a second. I decided to add this. Richard Eden exposes the ridiculous amount of money spent by William and Kate on staffing. The Wells raised more money for their foundation than the Sussexes raised for Archwell philanthropies, which is technically true, but where does this money go? It goes toward paying the salaries of 80 staffers. Oh my God, 80 staffers, 44% of the foundation's total income of £19.6 million in 2025 comes from American donors. $16.5 million, I guess, is spent on charitable activities, with $6.4 million spent on staffing. The opposite can be said of Archwell Philanthropies, which spent the majority of funds raised on charitable endeavors, while the American are funding WanK is something I will never understand when Harry and Meghan are more successful in delivering innovative charitable projects which are effective in meeting the needs of many communities. I think Harry and Meghan don't want to deal with, I'm not speaking for them, but I will assume, because everything that they do, they always, the dementors always scrutinize them. So Harry and Meghan want less problem as possible. Okay, people they vetted, they probably make sure they're not entangled with other things that they have to explain themselves with. Okay, part of Zionist network. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Part of Zionist network, William will be king and Kate consort probably. Huge wealth and power to be inherited by from Charles. Was that Kate? I don't know. Charles. It's a good investment for US. Okay, really? Why are they spilling so willingly on WanK recently? Don't know, but I'm so glad they are. I think it's because they suddenly woken up and see that William and Kate are not giving them any content and it's affecting their bottom line, and it could be because they see William and Kate support dwindling. They either regret not having a monarchy or they are doing it for favor, which they will call in when he becomes king's title and all of that. That's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Please share my videos and comment so we could have some traction on the videos. People are subscribing. Okay, I could see that because my numbers, my subscription numbers is going up. But for some reason, the estimate is not going anywhere. Before, I used to see $100 here and change, but now straight down, further down. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.